Hello, my dear students. I hope you all have re-energized yourselves during this short break and are ready to move ahead with the video lessons. Now, this particular video lesson is a review of all the completed chapters in geometry. Like what you see on the screen, we have already finished circles. Then we have done problems based on Heron's formula and also coordinate geometry. Coordinate geometry and circles was a part of your first periodic exam. Now we'll be looking into the revised syllabus given by CBSE board for grade 9th. As you're aware that 30% of the portion is deleted, and I'll take you through what is deleted so that for your forthcoming exams you're well prepared and you know what you have to study. Please have a look. Now we have completed the video lessons on coordinate geometry. It was there for the exam. Then also circles, Heron's formula. Now this entire week, I would be doing some theorems on circles, which I've already done in the previous video lessons. But since those theorems are very important and this chapter circle is very, very important, I'll be revising those theorems once again. And after this week, we will start with a new chapter, lines and angles. Now let us look into the revised syllabus for this academic year. 30% of the portion is deleted from the textbook. Okay, and this is given by CBSE board, the revised syllabus for this academic year. So in the next slide, we will look into the deleted portion from the textbook. I want you to make a note of it. If you want, you can also Google CBSE deleted syllabus and you'll get the list of things which are deleted from 9th standard from mathematics. Now, the name of the chapter and the deleted portion. Introduction to Euclidean geometry. I had already said this in the very beginning that it was only taken as a subject enrichment chapter and you will not be assessed on that. So this entire chapter is deleted. Then coordinate geometry, everything is there from coordinate geometry, nothing is deleted from that chapter. From Heron's formula, application of Heron's formula and finding the area of the quadrilateral is deleted. That means 12.1 exercises there, you do not have exercise 12.2. That is problems related to area of the triangle, wherein you have to use Heron's formula is there. But problems related to quadrilateral, wherein in that quadrilateral, if you have to use Heron's formula, then those type of questions will not be asked. Then from circle, these two theorems are deleted, theorem 10.5 and theorem 10.10. From lines and angles, which we will be doing next week, nothing is deleted. Like I said, you just have to type CBSE deleted syllabus and you'll get the list of things which are deleted from mathematics. Then the next chapter, triangles, which we'll be doing later after lines and angles. Only the proof of these two theorems are deleted. So you don't have to go through these two proofs. You don't have to learn to prove them. It is deleted. But as and when we come to that chapter, we will discuss that in depth. Quadrilaterals. From quadrilaterals, again, nothing is deleted. From construction, that is construction of triangles, construction of a triangle of a given perimeter and base angles is deleted, wherein the sum of all the three sides are given and the base angles are mentioned. Those type of construction you will not be having. Students, over and above this, there are a few more things which are deleted. I have not mentioned out here. Like I told you earlier, just type in CBSE deleted syllabus and you will get a list of things that are deleted. Now, we have already completed this chapter, coordinate geometry, and we had this in the first periodic exam. You have seen what type of questions were asked from this chapter. So this chapter will definitely be there in the semester exam, and I want you to go through all these things from coordinate geometry. Exercise 3.1 is not there from coordinate geometry. You have exercise 3.2 and 3.3. In fact, for your exam, your first periodic exam, questions were asked from 3.2 and 3.3. I want you to go through all the revision videos because MCQ questions were there in that, and concepts were explained in these revision videos. You have to know the meaning of the word abscissa and ordinate of a point. From this chapter, you should also know how to locate the position of a point on the Cartesian plane. Then you also need to learn how to find the coordinates of the point lying on the x and y axis. This is already done. All these were explained in the earlier video lessons. So please have a look, go through it. I want you to revise all these points. Okay. Now this is what you should know from coordinate geometry. And let us see what all you should know from Heron's formula. Now, like I said, Heron's formula, application of Heron's formula for finding the area of the quadrilateral is deleted by the CBSE board for this academic year. So what all you should be knowing from Heron's formula. Now this is chapter number 12. This is an equilateral triangle. You should be knowing to use the formula for area of an equilateral triangle in order to find out the area of an equilateral triangle. That is root 3 upon 4 side square. You could be asked a question where in an equilateral triangle the side is given, calculate the area of the triangle. So for that you don't have to use Heron's formula, you directly have to apply the formula for equilateral triangle. Then this is a right angle triangle. You should be knowing the formula of the area of a right angle triangle, that is half into product of the perpendicular sides or half into base into height. Then this is a trapezium. The formula for area of a trapezium is half into sum of the parallel sides into height. That is, if the two parallel sides are given and if the height is known to you, you can find out the area of the trapezium. So in all these three, you are actually not using Heron's formula. You have to know the formula for area of an equilateral triangle, formula for area of a right angle triangle, and that of a trapezium. Now, learn to use Heron's formula to find the area of a triangle when three sides are given. This is 12.1 exercise wherein you are using Heron's formula when the three sides of the triangle is given. So we have done problems based on that. So go through exercise 12.1 and all the extra questions that we have done pertaining to area of a triangle. So revise exercise 12.1 and similar type of problems. Then what is deleted? Application of Heron's formula to find the area of a quadrilateral is not there. That means exercise 12.2. If you look into that exercise, it is purely based on finding the area of a quadrilateral using Heron's formula. So that is not there. So 12.2 exercise, that is application of Heron's formula in finding area of the quadrilateral, is deleted. So this we will delete. Here it is mentioned 12.3 in the textbook. It is given as 12.3 application of Heron's formula. But if you look into the exercise, it is exercise 12.2. So you will not get questions in the exam where you have to find the area of a quadrilateral wherein you have to use Heron's formula. Now let us look into what is deleted from circles and what all is important from circles. Now from circles you have to revise exercise 10.1 and exercise 10.5. It was done in the previous video lessons. Revise all the parts of a circle, terminologies like secant, chord, segment of a circle, sector of a circle, circumference of a circle, diameter, radius, arc of a circle. All these concepts you should be aware of. Revise all the properties and theorems on circles. Now in the next slide you will see which all theorems you have to learn to prove and which all you just have to remember. Okay, no doubt there are many theorems on circles, but you need not learn to prove all of them. I have jotted down few important theorems. Students, please be ready with a book and a pen, and I want you to make a note of it and go through all the revision videos on circles. Now, learn to prove the following. Only remember these theorems. You can take a screenshot of this. There are many theorems on circle, but these theorems, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these theorems you should know how to prove them, and out of that, these two theorems with a star, they are very, very important. Now, the theorem on the right side are the ones where proving is not required. You will not be asked in the exam to prove them. You have to know these theorems about, because there are problems based on these theorems. So you have to know the meaning of these theorems and how to apply them in problems. Okay, so these on the left side are the ones which you should know how to prove, and the one on the right ones and the one on the right side are the ones where if you just remember the statement, that is more than enough. Proving is not required. Well, if you know how to prove them, well and good, but it is not required. Okay, now theorem 10.3, theorem 10.4, then theorem 10.11, and these two theorems, I will be revising them once again in the next video lesson. So please look into the next video lessons in case you have missed the earlier ones, and in case you have not taken them seriously. I am revising them once again for you all in the next video lesson, all important theorems that you need to learn how to prove. Okay, and along with them also some questions based on those theorems. The very reason this circle chapter I'm revising on and off is because it is a very, very important chapter, not only for standard 9 but also for standard 10. So do not take this chapter lightly. Go through it and go through all these theorems. So in a nutshell, from circles, what is it that you need to remember? You need to revise exercise 10.1, 10.5, and all the MCQ questions that was done, because circle will definitely be a part of the semester exam. Then go through all the parts of a circle. You could get objective questions based on them. Revise all the theorems, some theorems to prove, and some you just have to remember to apply them in problems. Okay, so students, this video lesson was only to draw your attention to the fact that circle chapter is important, coordinate geometry you will be having for the semester, and also Heron's formula. Heron's formula, I have done exercise 12.1 and 12.2. Also revision was taken from both the exercises, but 12.2 is not there. You just have to go through 12.1 and similar type of problems. And circle chapter, no doubt, is a very important chapter. I want you to go through, I want you to look into the next video lesson where I will be showing you important theorems from chapter 10, that is circle. So students, please make a note of what is deleted and note down this revised syllabus. Okay, so we again meet tomorrow. Until then, goodbye and take care. Thank you.